have gotten that joke.
You are playing as Fetch here, I see.
I am playing as Fetch here. This is,
Oh my goodness, you're just lighting up that parked car. Oh, take this, people parked calmly in your car. Oh, I guess they were...
So that's how you stop a drive-by, is you kill everybody in the area. Drive-by done.
God damn it.
There's no drive-by here, just a bunch of terribly burned bodies.
That's right. So this is post...
You're welcome, Seattle.
This is post-story here.
Okay.
And I'm glad I get to play this now, because as bad as I was at Lichtschirm Battle Maja, the good news with this is Infamous First Light is so incredibly easy that now I can look amazing.
Wasn't Second Son easy as well, though? Is
Yes.
this easier?
This is easier,
Really?
in my opinion.
So this is a standalone expansion, right?
Yes, it's kind of like what Far Cry Blood Dragon was to Far Cry 3.
So you don't necessarily need to own, well, you don't need to own Infamous Second Son to play this. But you're playing as Fetch, who is a character that you meet in the main game. What's going on here? What's new? What's different? Are we just talking more of the same levels?
Well, she's got her own upgrade system. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. Hit
what button did you press? The stand in one place button?
Press the touchpad.
There you go.
There we go.
Cool.
It doesn't like any of my button presses. What is going on? Oh well. So yes, she's got only neon powers.
Oh, you just got bombed.
Okay. So in Infamous, obviously, you only had your default power at the start.
So
but you
she's
could
the one
pick
who
from a bunch.
teaches Delson
Teaches is a
those powers.
strong word.
Well, yeah.
Don't you steal it from her?
Imbues. Oh, do you steal it from her?
Can't steal it from her, right?
Straight up robble joint.
I think so.
You hamburgle it from her.
Kevin doesn't care.
Kevin's going.
Oh yeah,
and he's just going to start blowing
you
things
do
up.
sort of hamburglar it from her, but in here this is all her stuff. So it starts with like a little bit of her backstory and her brother, and it's interesting because part of how they deal with the story is a little bit different from how it was described in Second Son.
Oh really?
So there's a little bit less of the I'm a drug dealer, I'm a druggie out for revenge kind of thing, and they try to give it some more context, make her a little more humanized, I guess.
Okay. Well, outside of the story, because Infamous was a very it was a very video game-ass video game.
It was a video game,
So
yes.
is this very video gamey too?
This is very video gamey, yes.
Show me your map. Show me how video gamey it is.
Okay.
Because Infamous is, what I liked about Infamous as well, but it's, basically the entire game is you were just going from district to district and
video gaming the crap out of each
So
one.
yeah, that's what it is, except here, this is post-game. I've done all of the side things, so this stuff is just stuff that appears.
So was it similar? Were you taking down those big
yeah,
bases?
it's similar, but it's much more limited than in Second Son. Like you stop the drive-bys, you rescue some hostages if you want. You collect shards by doing the whole, like you'll see, like when I now go into Lightspeed, now you've got these little like
Speed
vortexes
boosts
to go through.
These are basically arrows on the ground in Mario Kart.
Exactly right. But the other big thing is the challenge arenas.
Okay.
And I'll go into a challenge arena and kind of show you what that's about. So I'll do survival. So you get to play if you've already finished. If you've already played Second Son, then you get access to using Delson in these as well.
Okay. So if you don't own Second Son?
So if you don't own Second Son, that you don't get access to Delson, but that's not a huge deal. But it's interesting here. So this is sort of the battle. This is the battle arena.
Is this a wave-based?
It is wave-based.
What did you think it was? He said it was survival.
I know.
And there's another one where you also have to
I was hoping.
where you also have to rescue hostages.
Okay. Kevin, sell me on Infamous Second Son First Light, because right now it seems like it's pretty limited.
It's pretty limited, all things considered. The one thing that I liked at first was the challenge stuff, because you're moving around, you're doing cool stuff. You get to shoot guys, and then you have cool enemies in the arenas when they start coming out that are all demonic and cool.
Okay.
And, like flying things and stuff like that.
But
then after a while, what you discover is that once you fully unlock your, I'll show you, I'm going to try to get to a good spot. Once you fully unlock your homing missiles.
Yeah. Do you have a DUP detainee hoodie?
It's just, yes, I do. It's just easy mode.
That's like saying I was at Guantanamo Bay and all I got was this T-shirt.
Well, you're right now.
I just like that the prison system is giving out hoodies and not just like some button-up jackets.
branded slave hoodies.
But that's the thing right now. That's how this game is set up. Is that you are showing off your powers to what's her face, Ms. Evil.
Okay. Spoilers.
The Concrete Maiden.
That's how you killed her at the end. I assumed you did.
So that's what's happening. Like the story itself is told as a flashback.
Oh, okay.
Like you've already been captured for the most part. Then stuff happens after that. But you're telling the story as a flashback, and all of these challenge levels are done narratively in a way where you're showing off what you can do.
Okay. Chris, did you play Infamous Second Son?
I played a bit of Infamous Second Son.
Why did you stop?
Here we go.
I was just really, I don't know. My sort of enthusiasm for open world, run around and do all these objective stuffs is sort of been on a wane lately.
Yeah.
I tried to get into Black Flag last year. I did a little bit, but it didn't quite catch for me. I don't really know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just, you get these different sort of phases in your life with your gaming. At least I do, where I have an appetite for a certain kind of game that now I'm really into playing some Civilization again, but not so much the open world stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I did get to interview the voice actress at E3 who plays Fetch, Laura Bailey. She's great. She's also super prolific. She's the voice of Chun-Li.
Oh, really?
In all modern Street Fighter games. She was Lady Comstock in BioShock Infinite. She's a big character in DBZ, tons of anime. So yeah, I mean, I got to play around with it and it was kind of fun, but the combat didn't really click with me in terms of this is really, really satisfying. This is something that I get inherent pleasure from.
I think I feel the exact same way about when I play Black Flag. And I think the reason I got into this is that I was sick for 3 or 4 days, and I needed something to just sponge into.
Yeah.
And this was perfect. I was about to say the headshot stuff was the thing that got me into the combat in this game.
The slowdown.
The slowdown, and you see
and
their
you're not just spamming. It's not. There's actually a bit of skill involved in it, as opposed to or when you're doing the bits on the legs when you throw the grenades. The powers you unlocked and stuff were, varied in a way that at least kept you. I feel like it was distracting me a lot. It kept every time I get a little bit bored, I'd unlock a new power and then I was back on board
to play
again.
around with. Yeah.
Is this you completed Second Son?
Yeah,
right?
I completed Second Son.
What you got on this so far? Are you reviewing this?
I did. It's up now, actually.
Oh, it is? Sorry.
What'd you give it? It's okay. I gave it a 6.
Okay.
It's okay, but gosh darn it, there we go. But you'll see, I don't mind necessarily that a game is easy, but what kills me about this is this is a challenge level, right? So you sort of expect that there's a reason to go, but you can easily, once you upgrade your homing missile thing, in particular, you can easily sleepwalk your way through this to diamond level and far beyond. I got to the point where I just stopped playing certain challenges because I would have 3 million points and I would be well past. I would be 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
And it's just okay, I'm 45 minutes in and it's still really easy. And so, it gets harder obviously, but I just got to the point where it's this is getting tedious. I can do this one spammy technique. And so therefore I don't feel like if I'm comparing myself on the leaderboards, which you can do, it just sort of felt like it's not really a meaningful comparison to me because I don't feel like we're comparing how good we are. I feel like we're comparing how quickly we learned that you can spam certain techniques.
Okay.
Or how much time you were willing to spend continuing to do it.
Yeah, totally.
The story stuff, how long is that? Did you spend most of your time doing this?
I'd say if you just do story, probably 2 hours.
Oh, wow, okay.
Maybe.
How much is it?
$15.
Okay.
Standalone. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They will. That's what the internet is for.
Correcting our work. Our shoddy work.
But I like it well enough. I just think that, all things considered, there's no morality system. Somebody said to me on Twitter this morning, well, of course there's no morality system. She's out on a revenge quest to, be mad at drug dealers that ruined her and her relationship with her brother.
That sounds pretty
and her
morally
brother's
ambiguous.
life. But they actually retcon the story a little bit. To the point where it's
she doesn't have a brother and she doesn't.
Well, no, she still has a brother.
And she's still on drugs, and drugs are great.
The circumstances of his death, as described in Second Son, are differently described, differently shown here.
It's weird because she got her powers from a crystal meth addiction. That's the whole story of the
Well,
game.
they don't get rid of it. I mean,
Yeah.
that
She takes so
aspect
much
of the
meth
story is
that
still
she turns
there.
into a superhuman, and that's the moral of the story.
Is if you take meth, you too could be a superhero.
Not even once, but if you do it once, maybe do it like 1,000,000 times, because then you'll at least have superpowers.
There you go.
I'm gonna do
you can
Singularity.
afford
just
it.
Nobody
because I
listens to
can.
what we're saying. We're terrible, terrible people. All right, 6.0 on GameSpot.com. Kevin Van Ord, I think we are done with infamous Second Son First Light.
Do a singularity.
I'm doing a Singularity.
Singularity.
Boom.
And
Look
there
at
it
that
goes.
Sweet, sweet larity.
I like how the Singularity knows only to pull in the guys that are bad.
And not you?
Yeah, and not
'cause you're
me.
full of meth.
Or just anything else
Meth
that's
Your
in the
body
environment.
is 20%
Like,
meth.
it knows what's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Kevin Van Ord, thank you very much for coming
Oh,
on.
always. I love being
Infamous
here.
Second Son First Light, and for playing Lich and Battle
Yeah,
Mage.
for sucking at Battle Mage.
When will the review for Battle Mage be up again?
I don't know, because I'm still playing it, but I'm hoping in the next couple days.
Cool. Awesome. All right, we've got a bunch more games to play.